Hey y'all, this is Anna Alexander. Welcome to my basement while I'm about to watch Yellowstone Season 4, Episode 8. Yes, it is sequentially the next episode in the series. So John is going to run for governor. Okay, what I don't remember seeing, even with the switcheroo of the episodes, Jamie ever having a discussion with anyone about running for governor or Linnell endorsing him to run for governor. We saw the discussion between John and Linnell. We saw the discussion between Cassandra and Pops Randall. But Jamie wasn't part of that. So why he assumed that this press conference he was called to come to without warning would be Linnell saying, I'm endorsing Jamie Dutton for governor. And the fact that John very clearly saw that was going through Jamie's head and let him have that assumption as well. Was I missing something? I don't know. But now James has even more of a reason to hate John, especially knowing that Pops is ready to throw out another hit against the Duttons at any time. Welcome to Yellowstone. So I know you're anxious for me to get to it. So while I get under the blanket, cradle my tea, you will remember, hopefully, that full episode watch along is available on Patreon. I would love to see you there. And while you're here, hit like and subscribe because I appreciate that as well. Okay, y'all, let's ride. Let's ride. Winter has come upon the land, or at least really severe fall. Oh. I am watching the right show, right? Right?
John, will you say grace?
And please help Daddy find those horse-thieving cowards and hang him from the nearest tree.
You think that's funny? You don't pray for harm to come to anyone, son. You pray that your father and the men riding with him make it home safe to us. That is the prayer.
Maybe Margaret should have just said the prayer. I am watching the right series, right? Because I'm watching 1883 next. Okay. No, this is Yellowstone.
Make it for the tree! They get to cover, they'll cut us to pieces! Run!
Is James the official sheriff? They're all just out in the open. And they all have really fancy machine-stitched leather jackets. Okay. Ooh. Oh, James. This is where we see the last of James. I do think it's funny they dressed all of the horse thieves in the same clothes so I can tell the difference between them. Oh, he got lucky.
God! Stop!
You weren't going to stop?
You shot?
Sorry, some bitch bucked me off. What are we gonna do with him?
Advertised.
But James got shot. That's why he fell off. What? Where are his injuries? Do I need to know? Yes. Oh, he's advertising all right.
But should you live, tell them about me.
Tell who?
Everybody like you.
Oh. Jeez.
What happened?
What had to happen?
Oh, yeah, he was shot.
Get inside. Get inside.
I'm not getting...
He lifted all of those men onto the tree, into the tree, on horseback, with
You can't let me do it.
a gut wound.
They won't make it.
Now, 1923, I don't know who Harrison Ford's supposed to be. So I don't know if he's supposed to be John or if he's supposed to be James. Don't tell me yet. I will watch it later. So I do not know the fate of James right now.
Is this enough room for you, baby? What do you think?
I have 5 shirts and a pair of boots.
He does not look comfortable. You can tell this is not where he ever thought he would live.
Son, you can beat him.
How? How can I beat him?
Every politician in the state owes him a favor.
That is kind of true, isn't it?
The one thing I had
Forgot
was name
about that.
recognition. But it's his name. Now he has it.
Son,
He's gonna use everything against me. He's gonna use you against me.
he won't.
The fuck he won't.
I don't think he'll have to.
I acted in defense of my only child. That's all the world gets to know. You're the Attorney General. You can seal the record.
Only a judge can seal a record.
As if
The
that would
judge
not
owes you a
look
favor.
suspicious.
And who's gonna vote for him? The environmentalists? The transplants from New York or LA? What does your father covet more than anything?
Power.
So if it's power he wants, why hasn't he run before? Because he knows he can't win.
I think also John's been a little bit busy the last several years. So that is a question I've had in general, if you all know, about non-local landlords. People that buy land in other places with no intent to live there. They're going to rent it. They just sit on it, hold it for investment properties. Do they vote in local elections? A lot of them I've heard say they don't care what happens at a local election because they're not physically partaking of it. So would those LA and New York landlords be, I can't even fathom what's happening right now, be an issue in the race?
Get me the Attorney General's office and the Governor's office. This is not a protest, it's an occupation.
The last thing that we need is these people Facebooking their friends in New York, and then we have protesters outside our building on Wall Street. First thing I would do is get the press out of there. Once we get the press out of there, we don't have to be careful anymore.
And then?
And then
Press charges, right? And then the sheriff's department, they can drag them out by their hippie hair.
Ellis, inform the press to vacate our property.
I can do it. They'll take it better from a local.
who's gonna tell them to ramp it up?
Could use a bath.
You earned one today, huh?
I ain't talking about the horse.
Yeah, I might earn one too.
It's about that dinner you owe me.
Well, like you said, I need a shower.
All right, it's after your show.
My trailer's about a 2-hour ride that way.
Wash rack right over there.
Yeah, it is.
So I'll meet you back here in half an hour.
I have a feeling he's not going to be in that shower alone for very long. And that's probably so cold. Well, I don't know. Would it be cold baking out, those hoses baking out in the Texas sun?
Just so you know, there is a shower in the bunkhouse. When I said the wash rack, I was being coy.
Coy?
I was flirting.
Give me your number, and when something worth filming is about to happen, I'll give you a call.
Why would you do that?
Well, let's just say I'm a concerned citizen.
They don't know. Do they know? Would this woman know who she is?
It's my first date with the Texan, so I don't really know the protocol.
So I've been noticing they've been wearing more, you know, the traditional quote unquote cowboy shirts, long sleeve button ups. Up in Yellowstone, it's a little bit more t-shirts, flannels, layered look. Is there such a difference between the two?
Okay, now what?
Between the two
That's the
sets
tricky part.
of lifestyles? Between
Should you kiss her?
you know what I mean? Dress code.
If you don't and she wanted you to, she's gonna think you don't like her. If you do and she ain't ready, you got yourself another problem. Ask yourself this, Jimmy. What would a cowboy do?
Does she have roommates? Hopefully not. Looked like he was trying to pull her bra strap up, but it wasn't going to work with the type of tea bag she had.
Is there specific seating or wherever you want?
Oh yeah, Rip hasn't had a seat at the big table yet. Oh, this could be interesting. And he cleaned up.
It looks formal, Rip, but it's not. It's just supper.
Will Beth actually sit through this whole meal?
There's fruit in the salad.
Yeah. It's good for the prostate. I have Gator make it for Daddy, no?
Yes, it is good for the prostate. Lots of things are good for the prostate. We just don't talk about them at the dinner table.
You know, there's this holistic doctor. He specializes in tantric healing. Now that is good for the prostate.
Tantric, what's that? Don't encourage her.
It focuses on the erogenous zones.
What? Erogenous zones?
Areolas, vulva, phallus.
Is that Latin?
And you've done this? Just pouring gas on the fire, Rip.
But I don't think it's for you, maybe. I think you're wound a little tight. But it is a good idea for you, Daddy. For a session with him, I was like, a month? I'm seeing your ass tomorrow.
Are we still talking about the salad?
No, Carter, we're well past salad.
Can I have some?
You can have all you want. This is every meal, Rip. This is where she gets her revenge.
Revenge for what?
I cannot figure it out.
Why don't you just ask her?
Oh, jeez.
Do what? What am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? You know what I'm doing? I'm fucking leaving. That's what I'm doing.
Welcome to the house.
Can I still have cake after supper?
Hell, you can have some right now.
Cake with steak?
Cake with your steak.
Look at that cake. Right from the center. Right from the center. Well, that looked like just a big pot of icing right there. There's Beth's dinner.
What kind of childhood bullshit are you working out at the dinner table?
It's the table. It's that whole fucking room. It's this stifling, oppressive, false fucking fantasy of a family that just does not exist.
If you don't like the room, then eat in a different room. Look, there's a table right here. Why don't we eat right here?
So what's the biggest one you've ever seen?
6 feet.
It's a big snake.
That's a big damn snake.
Well, they got everybody to go to that little table.
But I had this old healer. One day he found that snake, and oh my God, those two went at it.
What happened?
You be careful when you open this. Oh, shit. Count those rings, and you'll see how old he is. Life is plenty hard. You don't need to help it, you hear me?
You saying that I make life harder?
Every day.
That is her version of control.
No, that's yours. What do you say?
Why me? Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't understand. Nobody's giving me a gift. What am I supposed to do? I think that's what's running through his head. Jeez. Oh, wait. We haven't seen this wolf in a few seasons, huh? Is it the same wolf?
I didn't know y'all had wolves east of Big Timber.
We saw a wolf.
I'm staring at him right now.
Let me talk to the chairman. I'll get back to you tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Whatever you do, don't shoot it.
Time to get out. Close your eyes. Things down there are not the same. Got any solutions?
You know, I'm gonna let your dad handle the solutions. I think it's time he gave Tate the talk.
What talk?
Your father never? Of course he
No.
didn't.
Probably just took him out to the barns and was like, take a look.
Casey, he's got to understand, you know, how life's created.
Baby, he grew up on a ranch. He's been watching animals screw since he was born. He knows everything he needs to know about sex.
Biology.
One day when he's 16, I'll sit him down, I'll tell him why he shouldn't, till he's married.
16?
And one Friday night, he's gonna go out, meet some girl. They're gonna fall in love and fuck like rabbits until they break up or she gets pregnant.
Then maybe you should have more of a discussion about the emotions. But of course, this is Yellowstone, and they don't really discuss their emotions. Hence, what's the conflict of all of their troubles? The crux of all their conflicts. That's what I meant.
Oh yeah, we did it again.
What'd we do?
Fucked like rabbits till I got pregnant.
No. No. Oh no, she's got a liability.
You're gonna be a brother.
You having a baby? I knew those weren't naps you were taking.
Naps you weren't taking. Watch for snakes. What? What? Who's getting shot?
They're here. Time to take one for the team. Yeah.
What does that mean? Take one for the team. Is this when Summer gets killed on accident?
I thought we pulled the news crews.
They were set up on the road.
How did they know to set up on the road?
Unclear.
If this goes national, the narrative will be flipped.
Freddie's at the national desk. What you doing today?
Loading bulls. You?
Loading bullshit. Are you aware of the protest happening in Montana that was broken up by federal agents? KNBS. It's worth a watch.
Thanks. I'll check it out.
More to come.
More to come. More to come.
What are you up to, sweetheart?
Kicking hornets' nests.
This should be good. Yeah.
We need to meet.
Come by whenever.
I prefer a neutral site.
The ranch is a neutral site. You know where to find me. After we drop these bulls, we're gonna meet the sheriff in town, okay?
I got questions about.
You know you're the only one in my life that doesn't ask me why when I say we're doing a thing.
I figure you'd tell me why if you want me to know.
Thanking you for it.
Did John and Casey ever hear from Jamie about what happened to
I know who tried to kill me.
the investigation?
Maybe the sheriff is who you should be talking to. Maybe you let me fucking handle it.
He's running for governor now.
To kill him myself, Rip, but he's sitting in prison. That's where he's gonna stay for the rest of his shitty life. I'm meeting with the sheriff right now to figure out how to make that life just a little shorter.
While you're running for governor. While he's running for governor. What is that strategy? Oh God, Ruby's Cafe. Is it part of the, That's right, I did it.
Hold it, sir. Hold it, hold it. Nobody's eating. They're just staring at each other.
The sign said closed.
They're gone. I'm gonna need wallets, rings, watches on the fucking table.
Oh, this is just a random robbery? This is just a random robbery. For reals?
Move. Eyes front. That's right.
Oh, is this gonna make John look like a hero?
He's back. The cowboy's back.
And John just blows him away. Jeez.
Think that's gonna save you, you fucking coward?
I'll fucking kill him.
That's right, then you won't have anybody to hide behind, will you?
Has Donnie been hit? Yes. Yes, he has.
Call my daughter, John. Okay.
Maybe you should also call 911.
Hey, Dad, can I call you later? I got the kids crawling
I
all over
know.
me.
I'm not that sure. You can.
What?
And that's the end of the sheriff?
This is John Dutton.
Is everything okay?
No.
Everything's not okay.
And that's the end of Donnie? It's so Yellowstone. We're just trucking along and all of a sudden, flap! We get hit with crazy pants. are the cooks in that restaurant? Is John sneaking back there? There's no restaurant staff that I saw, no cooks. Now maybe they're hidden under, I don't know. It was just not something I expected to see this episode. Best plan? I don't know how that's gonna work out. It looks like it's a long game, which we have really seen on Yellowstone. That was also, okay, so something else I was realizing we hadn't seen it. Season 1, they were building up this big showdown. You know, we had Dan Jenkins, California investors, Thomas and the reservation, the original ancestors of the land, and then we had John. And so I was expecting there to be more of a showdown between like Thomas and John, and we haven't really gotten any of that for almost end of 4 seasons in, which is kind of odd. I do appreciate and I enjoy it when they're forced to work together, but we haven't really seen them at odds necessarily. They keep bringing in other people to take over what I would think would be the reservation's role. I wonder what the thought process is behind that. And with the lifestyle, not say lifestyle, the situations the Duttons find themselves in, I hear Monica, baby, and I just think liability. That is one more person that has no way to protect themselves. You have to watch out for. Oh, it sounds exhausting. That sounds exhausting. But the one long game that I am appreciating the somewhat payoff is meals at the table. Meals at the dining table have never gone right. Still didn't go right until it just took Rip to come in and go, fuck, we're just trying to eat a meal. Let's just eat a meal. Doesn't matter where. Let's just have dinner. And will that continue? I don't know. But it's great that John's found family is giving him what he's been wanting. So we have just a couple more left of the season, and then I'm caught up to what has been new episodes. Still watching 1883. This episode was a little bit of hodgepodge of stuff. We had a little bit of Jimmy, we had a little bit of Jamie, we had a little bit of this. Will it round out for the next 2? I don't know. But I'm excited for the next 2 episodes, plus the other shows, and I do want you there with me for those adventures. So in the meantime, as always, please take care of yourselves. Watch your prostate. Stay hydrated. I got lots of prostate. But stay hydrated. Take care of yourselves. Remember, it's a crazy time of year for a lot of people. So remember, every once in a while, just take 5 seconds and breathe. And then come back and watch the next video in the queue. So thanks again, y'all. And until next time.